Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Man, I'm trying to find my Nintendo Switch. I just watched the Nintendo Direct earlier, and some new games supposed to be dropping. So I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, them games did look kind of fire. I wish I had a Switch.
Oh, I found it, man. It's right here, bro.
Oh, cool, you found it. You mind if I take a look at it for a second?
Yeah, sure, man. Sure. It's my Switch now. Welcome back, people. Hi. Hopefully you are having a great day. So I just wrapped up watching the Nintendo Direct. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. So they started out by revealing the newest character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That would be in the form of somewhat two characters. Now it started to feel like it was going to be a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 trailer, but about part of the way through I was like, what if this is a swerve? What if it's a swerve and it's just a reveal for the latest Smash character? And indeed, it was. And I didn't think it was bad. I actually think it was a decent character. When they announced Sephiroth at the Game Awards in December, I knew there were two more characters left. So I was thinking to myself, the next character, how are they gonna top it? How are they gonna top Sephiroth? Sephiroth came right out of the blue, and I was just like, well, how are they gonna top that? And we get two new Xenoblade Chronicles characters. So that's cool. I was excited about that, you know, interested, but I needed more. I needed more, and I'm also thinking to myself, if they are starting with the Smash character reveal, how are they gonna end it? Now, if you were watching this, it wouldn't take long for you to realize that they were doing a lot of padding. I mean, a lot of padding. They had a lot of games that they showcased. Some interest me, some didn't. I'm not gonna go over all of them. I'm just gonna be covering the ones that kind of had any interest to me. They did show some No More Heroes gameplay. Well, not really gameplay, it was more like a trailer. I was definitely interested in exactly where they were gonna go with that game, because I played the first two, and if you've played any of the No More Heroes games, you know the premise of that is to become the #1 assassin. And in doing so, where can you go from there? And this trailer revealed that he was gonna be fighting aliens. Aliens have invaded the planet. Alien assassins, I believe, have invaded the planet, and you have to work your way up through the ranks is what I'm assuming the game is going to be about. I'm sure we'll see more pretty soon. It got a release date as well, I believe, for sometime in August, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I played the first two, so I'm gonna play the third one, and I'm gonna see what that's about. I'm hoping to see a little bit more on the gameplay in regards to how it plays, but I'm sure it's gonna be very similar to the first two. If it's anything like those, I'm gonna like it. We got Hyrule Warriors. That's getting an expansion. Now I'm thinking to myself, while they're showing this is great. This is awesome. I'd definitely love to play more of Hyrule Warriors. If I could play more of Hyrule Warriors. My entire thought process was, the game is good, but the frame rate. The game suffers from frame rate issues. Issues that need to be rectified and fixed before I can consider going back to that game. I wanna love it, I really do. And for what bit of it I've actually played, I did enjoy it for the most part. I love a good Zelda game. But the frame rate and the performance of the game was just enough to deter me from playing it, at least for the time being. Now, what they should have done was announce that there was going to be some kind of patch or fix to work on the frame rate issue. I don't know if they need to lower the resolution. Maybe the quality of the game is too high. I don't know. But that would have been my desire for that game. But that would have been what I would have wanted for the game, along with the expansion. Was that, you know, it's okay if they want to drop an expansion, but also, you know, say, hey, we're gonna drop a hotfix as well and patch up this game a little bit to kind of work on. Maybe they're working on it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe I'll go back to the game and check it out and see how it is. But if that frame rate issue is still there, I might just have to go with something else. I don't know. Now I know what you're thinking. I'm sure as soon as Nintendo tweeted out that they were gonna be having this Direct, the first thing people thought was Breath of the Wild 2. Are we gonna get Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay? Are we gonna get another trailer? Are we gonna get some information about the story? You kind of really don't need that too much, really, because Zelda stories are like Mario. They're generally all the same for the most part. Anyway, so everybody wanted more Breath of the Wild 2, or at least I did. And we didn't get that. But what we did get was a remaster for Zelda Skyward Sword. So you're telling me that they had the decency to give us an update about the works of Breath of the Wild 2 in stating that they have nothing to show us now in this Direct, but they're obviously gonna have something for us later on down the line, later this year, which means obviously there's gonna be more Directs. Okay, great. But they didn't give us a thing about Metroid Prime 4. Can we just, when I tell you that all I was looking for was just an update in regards to whether or not that game even exists? All I wanted. That was it. That was all I wanted. I didn't need gameplay. I didn't need a trailer. I just needed to know if the game still existed, if the game was alive. If you're working on the game, let us know. Let us know. But let us know. But they didn't. They didn't. They let us know about Breath of the Wild 2, so that's good. That's good. I wanted to see a little bit more, but that's fine. Okay, at least you gave us something on that. All that tells me is that game is dead. I don't think that game exists. I really don't. I do not think that... I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, bro. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. I keep holding out hope, thinking that maybe something will come along eventually, and it never does. It never fails. Every single time. It's just another letdown. I've just got to stop anticipating or hoping for anything about this game, because it just ain't gonna happen. If you know me, you know that this has been a running gag in a majority of my skits. Anytime I can take a jab at it, and hopefully, you know, maybe Nintendo might see it at some point and think, oh wow, you know, people really want this game. Maybe we should get it. Okay, I'm joking. That's never gonna happen. I don't think I am big enough to be even on Nintendo's radar, let alone change their mind about anything that they're developing. Nintendo is on their own little world right now. But I want this game. I would have even been okay if they had announced, yeah, I mean, you're porting stuff over. What about Metroid Prime 1 through 3? Give us an HD remaster of that. It's starting to, with all of the, oh my gosh. With all of the indie games and remasters that they showed in this Direct, you would think that this is a Nintendo Switch remaster station. I would have been okay if they had given us Metroid Prime 1 through 3, or 1, 2, or 3 remastered on the Switch. That would have been enough to been like, okay, maybe they are still working on this game. So they had the nerve to give us an update about Breath of the Wild 2, which I'm fine with. I have no problem with that. Still nothing on Metroid Prime 4. That game is dead. That game is just gone, bro. It is just gone. I am convinced that that game is dead. It's in development hell, just like Final Fantasy 15 was, just like Cyberpunk was, just like Final Fantasy 14 when it was first developed, before it was redone. Now, what did catch my attention was this new strategy game that they have called Project Triangle Strategy. I'm not even sure if that's going to be the official title for the game. It'll probably end up changed. It sounds like a title for a game that they don't have an official title for, and they plan on changing it the further we get to, you know, the closer we get to release. But where's my Switch? They did show gameplay, a little bit of footage of that game, and they announced that there's going to be a demo that's available now. So I am literally in the process of downloading that right now. I'm going to check that out, and I'm going to see how that is. That game intrigued me. It started out like it was going to be Octopath and some kind of Final Fantasy game all wrapped up into one, but it quickly turned into a strategy game, obviously being in the title, but the way the game is and the gameplay for it, it had me intrigued. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. And yeah, that ought to be some fun. But that's not coming out until 2022. We just started 2021. We got all of that. And so I'm thinking, okay, you started with Smash. You already gave me No More Heroes. Hyrule Warriors, Skyward Sword, there's no Breath of the Wild. So what are they ending it with? And the final trailer was for Splatoon 3. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sure that there's a demographic out there that that game heavily caters to. They had a lot of indie games in there that I felt like heavily catered to kids. They gotta support and, you know, supply that demographic, and I understand that. It just, some of those games just weren't for me. And that was it. That was pretty much the Direct, all in a nutshell. I do feel like I set my expectations a little bit higher than I should have. I should know better when it comes to these type of showcases and Directs, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Honestly, to sum it up for you, it really goes like this. In my opinion, the quantity of the Direct was good. The quantity of it was fine. They had a lot of games that they showcased. I felt like it was something that they were just building up, so they didn't really have any last year, and they didn't really showcase a lot. Developers maybe probably didn't know what to do. And so they just threw everything on this one, and there'll probably be smaller ones later in the year, but the quality of the Direct was kind of on the lacking side. But, you know, that's just me. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure a lot of people out there have probably had the same expectation. But what about you guys? What did you think? How did you feel about the Direct? Were you satisfied? Did you give it a thumbs up, thumbs down? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of writing, a lot of filming. Definitely have some skits coming out for you guys very soon. I got one that I'm working on now, and then I got a couple that I'm working on behind that. So, you know, I'm just gonna keep the flow of things going. I do appreciate you guys, all the love and support that you guys have been showing my content, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it, and I hope that you'll continue to enjoy my content for as long as I continue to do it. But appreciate you guys dropping by this video. Leave a comment down below in regards to how you felt about the Nintendo showcase, whether you liked it or whether you didn't, whether you saw what you expected and what you wanted to see, or whether you didn't. Just let me know. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. But until the next video, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.